안녕! Welcome back. Who doesn't love food? Koreans certainly do. And one of the most common conversations you'll have on a daily basis is deciding what to eat, whether you're ordering something or cooking at home. And that's the topic of today's conversation. So first, let's listen to the full conversation once, and then I'll go over it in detail and see what we can learn from it.
오늘은 뭐 해 먹을까?
집에 있는 거 가지고 만들 수 있는 거 있어?
글쎄, 지금 집에 있는 걸로는 라면밖에 못 끓일걸? 냉장고 텅 비었어.
그럼 더운데 몸보신도 할 겸 고기 먹자.
좋아. 뭐 해줄까? 삼계탕? 수육? 아니면 구워 먹을까?
이번엔 내가 만들게.
오, 웬일이야? 그럼 나는 오늘 설거지 담당할게. 뭐 해줄 거야?
목심 스테이크.
저번에 나한테 사진 보내줬던 거? 재료는 뭐 필요해?
집에 케첩이랑 버터는 있지?
케첩 새로 뜯은 지 얼마 안 됐어. 버터도 있고.
그거랑 돼지고기 목심이랑 양파랑 마늘은 꼭 있어야 해. 아, 파인애플이랑 계란도.
근데 이렇게 하나씩 담아가지고는 너무 오래 걸리겠는데?
그럼 찢어지자.
오케이. 내가 돼지고기랑 계란 가져올게. 사이드는?
파인애플 구이랑 샐러드? 저번엔 버섯이 없어서 못 넣어서 아쉬웠어. 버섯도 사자.
좋아. 스테이크에 버섯이 빠지면 서운하지.
돼지고기랑 계란 가져올 때 음료수도 챙겨와 줄래?
그래. 그럼 계산대 앞에서 만나. 아참, 목심은 얼마큼 있어야 돼?
글쎄, 그냥 큰 거 2덩어리 있으면 될 것 같아.
알겠어. 조금 이따가 봐.
Okay, now let's take a look at this conversation one line at a time. And of course, remember to take notes so that you can check them later on.
오늘은 뭐 해 먹을까?
What should we cook today? 해 먹다 means to cook and eat. This comes from 하다, meaning to do, and 먹다, meaning to eat, and naturally translates as simply to eat or to cook.
집에 있는 거 가지고 만들 수 있는 거 있어?
Is there something we can make using things that are in the house? 가지고 is from 가지다, meaning to take, have, or carry, and when used as 가지고, literally means taking, having, or carrying something. However, in speech, 가지고 can also be used to mean with, using, or by, similar to the 으로 particle.
글쎄, 지금 집에 있는 걸로는 라면밖에 못 끓일걸? 냉장고 텅 비었어.
I'm not sure. With things that are in the house, we can probably only cook ramen. The refrigerator is completely empty. 걸요 is used after a verb stem, often with or lir, to make a guess or an assumption that contradicts what someone else said. Actually or probably are two natural ways to translate it. For example, 하다 becomes 할 걸요, and 먹다 becomes 먹을 걸요. It can be used in informal speech. Note that since 걸 follows a lir, due to sound changes, it becomes pronounced as 걸. Note that 피다 is conjugated in the past tense, literally was empty. This verb is also used in the past tense whenever it's not necessary to emphasize the present tense.
그럼 더운데 몸보신도 할 겸 고기 먹자.
In that case, it's hot, so let's get some energy and eat meat. 몸보신 means getting energy by eating healthy food. It's used as an action verb with 하다. 겸해서 means that someone intends to do more than one action. And it also shows that whatever action comes before it is the reason for whatever action that comes after it. Here, the reason for eating meat is in order to do 몸보신. It's used after an action verb stem with 을 or lir. For example, 하다 becomes 할 겸 and 먹다 becomes 먹을 겸. Adding 해서 is optional. This can translate as and, in order to, so let's eat meat in order to get energy, or in addition to doing. In addition to eating meat, let's get energy. Or to kill 2 or more birds with one stone and do both actions. Here, 몸보신도 할 겸 고기 먹자 can translate as let's kill 2 birds with one stone by both eating meat and getting energy.
좋아. 뭐 해줄까? 삼계탕? 수육? 아니면 구워 먹을까?
Nice. What should I make you? 삼계탕, suyuk, or should we grill it? Note that 굽다, to grill, to roast, to bake, conjugates as 구워요.
이번엔 내가 만들게.
This time I'll make it.
오, 웬일이야? 그럼 나는 오늘 설거지 담당할게. 뭐 해줄 거야?
Oh, what's going on? Then today I'll take care of the dishes. What will you make for me?
목심 스테이크.
Pork shoulder steak.
저번에 나한테 사진 보내줬던 거? 재료는 뭐 필요해?
The one you had sent a photo to me last time? For the ingredients, what do we need?
집에 케첩이랑 버터는 있지?
You have ketchup and butter at home, right? Note that ketchup, meaning ketchup, is sometimes pronounced incorrectly as ketchup.
케첩 새로 뜯은 지 얼마 안 됐어. 버터도 있고.
For ketchup, it hasn't been long since I opened a new one. I also have butter. 새것, here, 새거, means 새, new, and 것, thing, and is used to mean anything that's brand new. 뜯다 is used for opening something by ripping or tearing. For example, use 뜯다 when opening a present, package, or letter. Here, opening a new ketchup bottle requires ripping off the seal on the cap.
그거랑 돼지고기 목심이랑 양파랑 마늘은 꼭 있어야 해. 아, 파인애플이랑 계란도.
That, and you need to make sure to have pork shoulder meat, onions, and garlic. Ah, pineapple and eggs too. 돼지고기 is a combination of the words 돼지, meaning pig, and 고기, meaning meat.
근데 이렇게 하나씩 담아가지고는 너무 오래 걸리겠는데?
But because we're putting them in one at a time like this, it's going to take too long. 가지고 can attach after any conjugated verb. For example, 하다 becomes 해, and overall has the same meaning as the 서 form. For example, 해서 or 해 가지고. Just like the 서 form, it can mean because and so with both action verbs and descriptive verbs. Or it can mean and then when used with action verbs. However, it can't be used in place of the 서 form to show the method or way that something happens. For example, 걸어서 가다, meaning to walk somewhere. Nor can it be used when expressing emotion. For example, 만나서 반가워요, meaning nice to meet you. It should only be used in informal or casual speech and not in any more polite or formal situation. Note that this form can also be shortened to 갖고, which has a stronger and more informal meaning.
그럼 찢어지자.
Then let's split up. 찢어지다 is the passive version of 찢다, which means to rip or tear, and literally means to be ripped or torn, but can also be used as a slang word to mean to split up and do different things.
오케이. 내가 돼지고기랑 계란 가져올게. 사이드는?
Okay, I'll bring pork and eggs. What about sides? 오키, meaning okay, is a shorter version of okay, meaning okay. Both are slang and should not be used in polite speech.
파인애플 구이랑 샐러드? 저번엔 버섯이 없어서 못 넣어서 아쉬웠어. 버섯도 사자.
Grilled pineapple and salad? Last time it was too bad because there were no mushrooms, so we couldn't add them. Let's also buy mushrooms.
좋아. 스테이크에 버섯이 빠지면 서운하지.
Oh, great! If mushrooms are missing on a steak, it's disappointing. 빠지다 here means that something is missing or left out of something. Another natural way to translate this sentence is, if there are no mushrooms on a steak.
돼지고기랑 계란 가져올 때 음료수도 챙겨와 줄래?
When you bring pork and eggs, would you want to also bring drinks here? 챙겨오다 is from 챙기다, which has several meanings such as to take, grab, gather, or pack something, together with the verb 오다, meaning to come. This means to take something and come here, or simply to bring here. Here, 준우 is asking Yuri if they would grab some drinks and then come back. The opposite is 챙겨가다, meaning to take something and go somewhere.
그래, 그럼 계산대 앞에서 만나. 아참, 목심은 얼마큼 있어야 돼?
Okay, then we'll meet in front of the checkout counter. How much pork shoulder do we need to have? 참, meaning really, very much, or quite, can also be used as an exclamation when you've just remembered something and can translate as, oh, that's right. 얼마큼 is short for 얼마만큼 and means how much of an amount. Here, 얼마큼 is referring to how much pork shoulder they need. 얼마큼 can be used in the same way as 얼마나, meaning how much. Although 얼마큼 tends to be used a bit less often than 얼마나 when talking about an amount of time. Note that 얼마큼 is often pronounced incorrectly as 얼만큼.
글쎄, 그냥 큰 거 두 덩어리 있으면 될 것 같아.
I'm not sure. I think it'll be okay if we have 2 chunks of big ones.
알겠어. 조금 있다가 봐.
Got it. I'll see you after a little bit later. Now that we've gone over everything, let's listen to the full conversation one more time completely and try to follow along using what we've learned.
오늘은 뭐 해 먹을까?
집에 있는 거 가지고 만들 수 있는 거 있어?
글쎄, 지금 집에 있는 걸로는 라면밖에 못 끓일걸? 냉장고 텅 비었어.
그럼 더운데 몸보신도 할 겸 고기 먹자.
좋아. 뭐 해줄까? 삼계탕? 수육? 아니면 구워 먹을까?
이번엔 내가 만들게.
오, 웬일이야? 그럼 나는 오늘 설거지 담당할게. 뭐 해줄 거야?
목심 스테이크.
저번에 나한테 사진 보내줬던 거? 재료는 뭐 필요해?
집에 케첩이랑 버터는 있지?
케첩 새로 뜯은 지 얼마 안 됐어. 버터도 있고.
그거랑 돼지고기 목심이랑 양파랑 마늘은 꼭 있어야 해. 파인애플이랑 계란도.
근데 이렇게 하나씩 담아가지고는 너무 오래 걸리겠는데?
그럼 찢어지자.
오케이. 내가 돼지고기랑 계란 가져올게. 사이드는?
파인애플 구이랑 샐러드? 저번엔 버섯이 없어서 못 넣어서 아쉬웠어. 버섯도 사자.
좋아. 스테이크에 버섯이 빠지면 서운하지.
돼지고기랑 계란 가져올 때 음료수도 챙겨와 줄래?
그래. 그럼 계산대 앞에서 만나. 아참, 목심은 얼마큼 있어야 돼?
글쎄, 그냥 큰 거 두 덩어리 있으면 될 것 같아.
알겠어. 조금 있다가 봐.
And that's all for this lesson. Remember that natural Korean conversations can range in difficulty from beginner level all the way to advanced. So take your time, practice everything in this lesson, and rewatch it if you need to. And I'll see you again in the next lesson. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.